Hello again everyone, I'm Nesbit, you're the people of Skyrim. Okay, this is the continuation of this Nexus mod pack. At the end of last week I came across some small issues that needed resolving. I've worked on the patch and the main mod over the weekend. I've made a small patch for Vigilant and I have removed Skyrim Underground for now. I'm not sure if it's causing some complications even though I have patched for it. So I'm going to do a test without that mod today. I'm going to start the game up. Okay, so if you're joining me or if you're going to watch the stream later and you don't know what it's about, this is about the mod The People of Skyrim Complete and Nexus mod pack collections. And basically what I'm doing is putting together a mod pack so people can use The People of Skyrim Complete, you know, and who struggle with it in the past or don't know how to run such or deal with such a big mod. It's a DLC size overhaul mod, The People of Skyrim Complete, and you should build your load order around it, whether you're on Xbox or PC. Okay. In the last 2 weeks or week and a half, we've done about 17 different streams where we were testing this pack, and we came across a few issues, like a bit of lighting here and there, a bit of pull, and at the end of the last stream there was an issue near Riften. Now I've been around that area, I've edited the main file and I've edited the patches, and that little freeze that we had hasn't repeated, so it's a one-off. So I don't know if it was the just the PC or something, you know, an anomaly, not a conflict. But what I have done, I've worked the area, I've checked everything all over the weekend, and let's just start again. Let's just make sure I've just going to close that window a minute. Let's just because I've been editing and doing stuff, so let's make sure I've done everything right. Just going to rerun loot because that was taking a while to come up. And I have been playing with the E&B. I've been editing the weather presets for this mashup E&B that I'm doing. So let's try again, shall we? What am I doing? I want that. Okay. So bear with me, folks. Get in game. Now we've got a new game start. Okay. And I've already created the character, and I'm actually not going to be cheating today, as in extra life and all the rest of it. Normally I use a TPOSC cheat file, a bat file, and all I'm going to do is I give myself some potions today, but I'm not going to cheat in terms of stats or anything like that. So I'm literally going to play it as is, you know, bar the use of some extra potions so I don't die so frequently. Oh god, I've got to put my headphones on. Sorry, I'm really not with it today. Let's just probably gonna have to hold on a minute. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to come out of game again because the headphones haven't been picked up. Let's try again. I might get there in a minute. Oh, God's sake. Okay, right. Okay, so I think I've covered everything so far in terms of where we left off. This week is a new game start, and we're going to make sure all those little changes that were required, you know, and that were needed, you know, the odd flickering light here with Lux or whatever that was conflicting with TPOSC or the EMB has been sorted. And like I say, the Riften area has been sorted out as well. So it's a new game start. I created this character earlier this morning, okay? I've also been messing around, as I said, with my E&B preset. And I'm actually been mucking around with a modified weathers and the extra weathers setting. I'll go through that in a sec. It's nothing for you to worry about right now. But so this is my female character of Snow. I got a male character. It's the female character Snow. I created her this morning just for a new game. Okay. I'm just going to magic up, and you'll see. Okay, I'm starting afresh. All I'm going to do now, the only cheat I'm going to deploy here, I think it's O2. Hopefully that'll be correct. Right, 3 items. Okay, and they're all they are the potions. Okay, I am going to cheat with some weapons and other stuff, but beyond that, in terms of raising my stats or my health or anything like that, I'm not going to do. Okay, so I've been working on this EMB because I'm working on an EMB preset. Have I got the weather loaded? Bear with me a sec. What am I looking for? Oh, there we go. Okay, so the multiple weathers are loaded at the moment. Now I might remove that in a bit, okay, because I'm playing around with those settings. For now I'm going to leave it, but if we get some real dark spots, because I'm streaming, what I might do is just disable the multiple weathers, okay, because I'm still focusing and working on that for this mashup and preset that I'm doing. Okay. Sub back in game. Any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay, yeah, I'm running animations, all sorts of mods. You can see my you can see the load order and what I've loaded, as in the loot running load order, and you can see what I've added in Vortex and what I've loaded up for this game. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble here if she's from. Now I'm going to run here. I'm telling you now why I'm going to run. Because she is going to be bad news. If she's the bandit, I've made some edits. I've made some edits to what I do as well. In terms of my, I've got to be careful here. I forgot about that. I'm just going to get a bow and arrow because we're going to need it. I had some high-powered bandits at the beginning of this game. Now TPOSC is not linear in gameplay, and it does provide a challenge. If you find it too much, you can cheat. There are cheats in the world that you can deploy. If it's not your sort of thing, if you don't want to run away, or you don't want that sort of hassle. But and again, I'm just aware I've got these multiple weathers enhanced. Oh, getting stuck here. Let me just get my bow and arrow loaded up, and then I'll go back and show you what I mean. Right, let's just save just in case. All right. Now what I have done is, though the bandits I'm about to show you would path from the crossroads down to where Arthmore's Oakwood would be, and she will. So let's go to the camp, and I'll let myself die as well. I'll let you see what you'll be dealing with. She's probably come, well, she has come. I know she has. There's the bandits over there, right? Now these guys are high-powered bandits. Not, you have the 3 original bandits from the vanilla camp, and I've added 4 extra bandits here, but they are strong. So I'm just going to save because I'm going to die. And I let myself. I'm just going to, even if I try not to, start letting them get. See, look at that. See that? That's 1 hit. All right, so. Actually, I won't. I've made my point. Okay, so these guys are high-powered. Now, the ones that are left, I would imagine, are box standard, maybe, but I won't take that for granted. Where was that? Oh, there. Great shot. Okay, where's the other one? Ah, oh, damn it! I died anyway. And as I was saying in my last streams all last week, it's one of the reasons. Oh! Let's just. Good morning. I got to be on my toes. Let's just pause straight away because I wasn't ready for that. I was talking. Just come out and see everyone's got anything to say. Okay, so yeah, that's what you're dealing with. Oh,
That's how a true Nord fights.
that's how a true Nord fights. Okay, I'm gonna go back a step in my loads. I think I just go back a step because that's I'm caught. Look at that one hit. I'm dead. I'm not gonna get away from that. Now that's what what the mod's about, and I got no issues with that. I'm just gonna go back because it's easier. Some people like it, some people don't. But as I was saying, I've been doing a lot of small corrections in editing. I've been editing the EMB preset. And other edits to the patch and stuff like that. So, we've got this new game start just to see how things play out. And actually, I'm going back. I'm not having that. I'm going to go back and deal with those bandits. Try to use a bit of stealth. I'm going to get rid of them so I don't have to deal with them later.
Yeah.
And I thought, like I say, I wouldn't, I need to get some decent armour, of course. And you can. There's armour in the People of Skyrim Complete mod that you can get. And that will just help along the way with the potions. But you're still vulnerable, okay? But again, I like the coloration and the feel of my game here. I mean, it's a personal choice, of course. You guys and girls will set your game up the way you like it, and you can use any EMB or lighting preset you want. I mean, at the moment, I'm just working on this mashup to go with the TPOSC Nexus mod pack. Now, let's see if I can use... Good. Good. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's one hit. Watch out for the damn maid. Jesus Christ. It's a bit bright actually. The interiors are a bit bright and I need to I know that from the beginning. I'm going to do this again because this is what you guys and girls would go through, all right? And what you go through, and like I say, some people like it, some people don't. All personal choice that people are Skyrim Complete, like any mod really. So I'll see if I can take this mage out really, because that's what I need to do. Oh, didn't need to do that. Let's just pick that up, might as well. Right, let's start again then.
Gonna try now, huh?
Right, let's make sure. Oh, and there's also a lot of followers in the People of Skyrim Complete that aid you as well. I mean, what I do is, generally, I'll run away. If I have to run away, I will. That's part of it until I've got a better armour, so on and so forth. Now, that was the whole point. You have to use your brain to use the People of Skyrim Complete, or you end up in Sovngarde. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it was set up, and that's the way it's meant to be. And I appreciate not everybody, Oh, God, let's get rid of that. Let's watch her because... Oh, I got to be careful here. Let's see if I get...
No!
Oh, no! Oh, that cow. Right, let's run and see if I can get some cover. I don't need that. Run, run, run. Come on, girl, run. Okay, I'm going to save right there. See if I can... Right, she has just gone into... Okay. Stay. There's another archer here somewhere. Okay. Getting through these potions. Let's save that just in case. So of course, you meet these people, these bandits. Oh, your cheek. Nice. See, archery's increased to 78. Well, that's obviously because of the bow I'm using and the cheat that I deployed. And that is a cheat. I mean, you probably don't want to use that if you're a purist, but that's what you can do. Okay, so we've cleared this area, thank God. Okay, so, and they will not respawn, okay? So they are a one-off event. They give you a bit of a headache, or they can do, but they will not respawn. Okay, so that's good. Let's relax a bit. That's a good start to the stream. Bit of a challenge. Okay, back in I go. No questions. So there you go. I mean, you know, and like I say, that's a one-off event, folks. So you either run from them until you're stronger, you know, or you tough it out, which you're not going to do at the beginning of the game, and that's the point. It's forcing you to just move around with a bit more care. You know, it's like a reconditioning in a way, because, you know, you played, for people who haven't played the people of Skyrim Complete, right? You'd have played Skyrim for years, and you'd have had your patterns of behaviour, and let's face it, it probably isn't a challenge for you at this stage. You know the game so well, but the whole point of what I do is to mix it up, so you have to think about it. But there is aid pretty early on. Yeah. You know, if you can find coin pretty easy. You can deploy cheats if you want them. You can use the homes if you want to use the TPOSC homes. You've only got to find the keys, and most of them are by the homes, you know. Or you can leave all those cheats and all those early accesses, if you know, when you come across them, till later in the game. It's up to you. You know, I mean, some people will come on and say, oh, you know, you can access this house, you can access. Yeah, you can, or you can just bloody well ignore it. You don't have to access it. You don't have to use it until you're ready. And again, this mod is about, well, you know, being diverse in terms of all types of gameplay. So just ignore the bits you don't want to use at any particular time, you know. I mean, you know, such a large mod is never going to cater for everyone's tastes, and you know, it never will. It's, you have to take the rough with the smooth, basically. Now, of course, I had a border hodes all over Skyrim. If you open up your map in a new game, again, you're going to see many new locations to find with the people of Skyrim Complete. And when I say it's the biggest immersive mod ever, it is, by a single author, that is. There's plenty of other mods out there that do a lot, but you know, they're done by groups of people. This has always been done in a vanilla sort of style, and it was built originally in the LE days, and it's just been spread out across Skyrim. I mean, what I'm saying is, I spread my, you know, like again, if you look at most of the settlements, you'll find that the settlements are spread out into the exterior as well. It's not all sort of thrown into one, you know, just the village itself. You know, I spread my material out simply because it was built for LE days. So I'll just advance this quest, and we will be doing in this test, okay?
And I've got better things to do
in this test, we will be doing some of the main quest again, because I want to make sure. Oh, the changes I've done. There should be no more dragon spawns that I add. I've also reduced some of the dragon spawns as well, so it won't be so intense. Now, I'm just going to go on about the multiple weathers here. If I go into multiple weathers again and disable that, there you see, obviously, there's no light source under the Riverwood Trader, so it is dark, but it's a bit too dark for my lighting. So here, the Skyrim Cloudy, I'm going to edit in my own time, so you know, all these elements are more balanced. So I've still got stuff to do with this preset. I'm actually going to leave the multiple weathers on at the moment, because I like the light and shadow. I like these dark areas. They just really need to be a bit lighter. You know, it's a bit, you know, there it is daytime. There should be you know, some light there. Okay, perhaps I should leave it on for the stream so you can all see what I'm doing. Oh. So back in then, no questions. Let's just go in and get a backpack and some other bits and bobs. We'll go to Whiterun as well. So I'm running JK's, or some of JK's interiors. Okay, I'm going to take my headpiece out so I can hear these lot talking and the noise of the game.
I don't know what
it's too much.
Heard, but trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
About it? I ain't got the gold. Oh dear me, I just realised I've got no gold. I'm so used to cheating and having gold to my setup, and I'm not going to do it actually. I'm not going to do it. We won't buy anything.
Damn.
Going to make do what I got.
As if things weren't bad
Okay.
enough.
So like I say, I run a lot of JK's interiors in terms of the shops and stuff like that. And like I say, you can see what I'm running in the first video of this collection, and all the links of streams, and all the links are in the description part of this stream.
Out of my
Okay?
way, stranger.
Should we go? Yeah, I'll just show you the inn, I suppose. I edit most of the farmhouse inns in TPOSC, if you didn't know. Okay, and they all vary. I'm running Lux Via, Lux Orbis.
Are you listening?
Hard not to.
I actually prefer it darker
Gale
than
is
this,
going bad. We need to get a new batch.
myself personally, but
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going
and that's
bad.
yeah, okay.
I guess you don't have
So I
potatoes
just
in your
got-
ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Okay, leave it at that so you can see the stream well. So, like I said, we got Vigilant loaded up, Worms 2, Scar as well. We will be doing part of the main quest so we can get some dragon spawns going, so I can check that the scripts, that they don't respawn, and other checks as well. We're going to be checking the rift again in a bit, where we had that little issue, even though it was a one-off. I've edited around the rifting area, and we'll check that out in a bit. And again, you see, I'm going to put, because I do like it, and we'll just see how it goes. I like that far more. It's just we just save. Save more frequently as well, because I'm likely going to die more frequently. And there is a strong depth of field to this preset for the exterior. I am going to weaken it a little bit. It's a bit too strong for my taste. And also I have to investigate, I'm running CBBE, the blood mod that I'm running, with the textures of the NPC, because there is, I think, a patch is required there. And I must just check some other stuff as well a minute, folks. Just want to check DynDOLOD is working right. It's all enabled. Yeah, that's okay. Footprints, I need to do something as well as a new game. Settings. Yeah. Oh yeah, quit. I'm not going to touch that, right? Oh yes, I do. There's a thing I want to do. What is it? I want to enable it for a start. So we just got to do that, and then we've got to come out of the menu. We've got to go back in the set. Just wait for it to give us the notice. Okay. Now, what is it I want to do? It's in the MISCA options, I think. That's what I wanted, the fade out. Might as well do that as well. Okay. Go back in, and I think that's it for now. The only other thing I did is to remove, what was it I did? It's not the styles, what am I? What was it I did here? Okay. Oh, it wasn't there. That's not what I was thinking of. No wonder I wasn't seeing what I wanted. It was immersive interactions I was going to show you. So I was being brain dead. I just disabled the waiting animation. I find that a bit annoying. You press E or whatever, or you go in to do something, and just sits you on the floor or something like that, and that's not really what I want. I love the other animations, you know, open doors, moving the pillars in the cave systems or whatever's, you know, so that's good. But yeah, I don't particularly like the fact when you're just waiting, it just sits, goes into meditation and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, that's the plan. The plan today is to just carry on checking all these edits that I've done, these small edits. We've got to go to Whiterun, make sure there's no light flickering by the Elder Gleam tree. What else? Go into Riften. We're going to, you know, advance some quests, stuff like that, and that's interesting. Need to look at that. They should be going down the hill. They generally do. I need to check my loot order. Make sure I haven't allowed a mod to overwrite my patch. The anchors everything together. I'll just see if there's any questions. Okay, back in I go. Again, it's little things like this I like to watch. See how he behaves as he passes up there and starts his routine. It's a good sign, especially in such a heavy area where there's a hell of a lot going on. And again, obviously TPOSC and Lux Via here. And I've, as I said again, I've allowed, or I've given priority to Lux Via on most of the bridges. Where I've made edits, it's just for, you know, either to Lux or TPOSC in the patch. It's for stability, performance, you know, and making sure that area isn't too heavy, especially if you're an EMB user and you're using light particles and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get sidetracked. I'm going to head towards my goal. Oh. Oh. So I wonder if I can. I doubt it, but I'll try. Where are they? Let's see how they're going to come. Oh, I'm not going to leave them to it. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing. And again, sometimes you think, is that floating? It's not. It's got thin stems. And that's Matthew's 3D trees, of course, in ground textures. Using that mod as well.
Well, that's taken care of. No thank... Certainly not. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. The old man's got it. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
I'm using 2020 textures, grounding, so this is Majestic Mountains and the 2020 crossover. There's a, I think, in the past I used a, what did I do? There was a mod I used, oh I remember, it's Matthew's Matthew's ground covers. If I just take one file from that, I've done it in the past, and overwrite the Majestic Mountains rocks bit, or the actual mod that I'm using that overwrites Majestic Mountains, it blends this very well. So I might do that. For my gameplay, you'd have to do it for yourselves, because of course that's, you know, mixing up the textures. But otherwise, I mean, you know, besides the mountain rocks there, which is A slight clash with the 2020. That's easy enough dealt with for myself personally. But everything else blends pretty well, except for that one thing. I'll just see if there's any questions. No? Okay. Back in game we go. As I said, Lux Via, Lux Orbis, Lux Interiors. There was a little pull round here. When I say pull, performance, a slight pull, you could feel it. That's gone. The patch is taking care of that. I actually removed Lux's collision markers and I nav meshed in the patch, which has made this smoother. And that's the whole point of this Nexus mod pack collection. By the time I'm done, you know, you should have a very smooth, balanced experience. And the load order is subject to change. If things don't work, or if I'm running too much, or if I have issues with JK's interiors or anything, I'll remove anything I consider a problem over the long term, because again, that's one of the reasons I'm doing these streams and why I'm doing, because again, if I can run all this in a stream with my GPU running the stream and all that I'm running in terms of the quality of graphics and texture, you know, graphical and texture, stuff like that, and the scripts and my mod and all the other things I'm doing, you should have no problems whatsoever, as long as you have similar specs. Again, if you have a lower spec PC, you know, potato PC or whatever, just reduce what you're running. But what you will have is a format to, you know, help you run TPOSC if you've struggled with it, or if you really don't know how to deal with such a big mod in terms of running it with other mods and, you know, EMBs and so on. I'm running DynDOLOD 3, the alpha, as well. I've got medium settings just because I'm streaming, but if I'm not streaming, I run high settings with TPOSC. So Matthew's 3D trees obviously in his groundworks.
Halt! City's closed with the... You're looking for a beating?
Are you looking for a beating? Because I got no coin. Oh Christ. Oh God.
Riverwood's in danger too.
I've always got coin, you see, because I generally cheat. I'm having to adapt now, and remember I've got no damn coin, and all I've got is the potions in this bow to aid me. And again, once I've checked out these updates that I've done, along with the dragon spawns as the quest advances, I'm going to do more checks on the checks of the roads as well, for any other issues with Lux or any other mod that I'm running. And again, there's more shadow and darkness here. Again, because I've got multiple weathers enabled. Now I like it because, you know, from my point of view, a lot of Skyrim, you know, has mountain peaks and ranges around it, and you know, you'd sort of expect, you know, areas to be quite dark, and you know, and if you think about any, you know, if you've ever lived in a valley or you've got high ranges and the sun is often obscured by cloud or, you know, by the mountain itself, there are dark patches in areas to the environment, you know. So I actually really like it. It makes sense to me, but I can understand why some people may not like it. What am I doing? That's it. Oh, the Elder Gleam tree here had lanterns on them in TPOSC, and I've removed those lanterns for you. One, because there was a jumping of light. Is that doing that again? Have I missed something there? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's the reflection of the sunlight they're coming across. Okay, so that's okay. So that's sorted. And yeah. Okay. So all those. So that light jumping in that happened in the previous streams is now gone and dealt with. Okay. Running into a chair, a bench there. And we'll just check some of JK's interiors again, and we're going to carry on doing many different types of checks. So I'm going to be checking the Whiterun interiors, make sure there's no crashes when I go in and out or anything like that, or any pull or any sense of stress on the game. Okay, because like I said, in a lot of editing, you never know, so we're going to check it all again. Part of the course, you want to do things right. This is the time you have to take to get it right, you know. It's just the reality of it all. There's no guarantee, you know. I mean, outside of the game, I've done lots of checks this weekend, and it all seems good. But this looks very nice to me. Now, I don't know about you, but that looks bloody spliffing. You know, really, really nice. Spiffing, sorry. Getting tongue-tied. Thirsty as well, got a dry throat. Right, so I like that a lot. So, you know, you can look at the list of JK's mods that I've got. God, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry for this. In the first video, link in the description, right? If you want to see the mods I'm running, go to the description, click on the first stream, and that has all the Vortex and loot running load order. Okay, bar a few exceptions that are new to this new start that we've made today.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Dear me.
Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
But that looks nice to me, folks. I don't know what you think, but the carpet's there. You know, XD embers. Lovely tablecloth. I can't remember who made the tablecloths. It was a fairly new mod, but very nice. I'm just going to pick up some magic actually, because I need to do this.
Come to Dragon's Reach. Spells and incantations for those with the talent.
Because we are going to need some candlelight. Oh, I don't have no gold, do I? Oh, Christ.
You know, if you've got
I might cheat and give myself some gold in a minute.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Now, Snow's got a bit of elf in her. Just a small bit in her genes.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. Here, take this as a small token
And,
of my esteem.
I was watching...
There is another thing you could do for me.
I'm just going to forward this, folks.
Find
I was checking out some other games on YouTube, and there was a couple of games that went cheap on Steam. Mortal Kombat 11, I always used to love beating them up, so I got that. It was like £4, really cheap. I was really impressed with that. And then I was watching some Odyssey, you know, some other games, modern games and modern titles. And I was looking at some of the textures, one thing and another, and I was just thinking, you know, and again I was looking at their so-called open world play, you know, and I just thought, still Skyrim, especially because of all these mods and just the look of the game now and the animations and everything else. I mean, it still holds its own, you know. I mean, okay, the fact is, you know, we all know the stories now and everything, so that's a bit of the downside. But that's where all the questing, other questing mods can come in. But it's, you know, still a great game. And in fact, you know, like I say, with all the modding that you can do with it,
You are eager to begin your
it looks better than some of these so-called what they call modern titles, you know. And I was looking at some of the textures. I was watching some streams very carefully that people were doing of their 4K streams. And I wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you. I really wasn't. You know, there's parts like the NPCs they pay so much attention to their NPCs, but then when you look at other parts of the game, of certain games, the textures are really poor quality. You know, and I'm just thinking, yeah, right. You know, I mean, it's like Cyberpunk when they pushed all that. I mean, yeah. You can make Cyberpunk look pretty good if you've got the the PC for it, and if you mod it up a bit. But I mean, you look at this, right? This interior, you know, and I personally think, you know, it's pretty damn good. The grain on the floor, that of the rugs, and those rugs are by Gamwich, you know. The silver is by Matthew, okay. nicely rounded items, three-dimensional meshes, you know, by with Matthew's work. You got the embers, you know, XD embers, you know. I don't know about you, but I think that looks good, you know. And as for these so-called modern titles, you know, some of them don't come anywhere close. So I found that very interesting when I was doing some research over the weekend, really the last week as well. Just having a look at things. Okay, so we will go to Bleak Falls Barrow in a bit, but we're going to go to Markarth first, because I want to pick up some armour and I want to be able to defend myself. I've got no gold, and I want to pick up a high-powered sword as well. Now, time of day, so it's night time nearly. Okay, so
Patron of the great clan.
we're gonna. I'm just gonna leave that and go with that.
But we can't afford it.
I hope you can see that in the strings. I'm sure you can. But like I say, it is night time. You can get a sense of how Lux Via and Lux Orbis is working in this string.
Yes, Houseguard. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
So we can go to Markarth and then we'll go to Riften. I want to see how Riften plays out in these
Need a
fixes.
ride? Where do you want to go?
And again, if you think he's looking glossy and wet, that's the E&B for you. Okay.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about that as part of the E&B. You can turn it off if you want, as I'm sure you all know for those that use it.
I can't wait.
But it does look good on the ground. It does give the ground a wet feeling.
Ever been to Markarth? Some say it's built by the dwarves. They don't believe a word of it.
And again, so far, touch wood, but I'll say touch wood, you know, the stream feels smooth. I haven't felt any performance issues. Okay, what time of day is it? Okay, we've got the courier running. It's only 7 AM, so there's shadow and light. I like that. I like that a lot.
I've been looking for you. I have a... Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I'm going to save. And we'll see the sunrise, and you know, we're going to see the, you know, the light pass over the shadowed areas as we move here. Should be nice, like that, nice and smooth. That's good. Day breaking. Now, I could actually no, I'm not wrong with that. And again, you know, the day is breaking, but again, there's still some work to do. If you're just joining, you wonder what's going on. I'm working on that's it. Sorry, I'm working on the multiple weathers at the moment. If I this one, Skyrim Cloudy INI here, so the edits will go here. I haven't edited this yet, and it needs to be edited. And it's on the re-engaged preset, but I'm not solely using re-engaged. I've got a mashup here of I'll leave that off for a second, just so I've got a mashup of E&Bs, and I'm working on my own particular version for my own personal use, and I might release it if it's good at the end of the day. Okay, so what you're seeing here, you know, is early development of a new E&B. Now, I would like it a little bit lighter because the day is breaking here, some light on this bridge, but not totally dark like that. So I've got some edits to do for that particular INI file, weather file, you know, file when I enable multiple weathers. But otherwise, I like the light and shadow concept, you know, and that's probably what I called it, you know, something like that. Because again, you're in, you know, you have a mountainous range all around you, and you're going to get, you know, darker areas. You know, and I don't know about you, but I like it. I like this sort of thing. So that's what I'll be basing it on, you know. It's going to take some time to do. New save, just to see if anyone's got any questions. No? Okay, back in game we go. Okay, so I'm going to Dover Halls because Dover Halls is a player home for collectors, if you're into that thing.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
But it also holds some cheats if you want to use them. You can use them or not, that's up to you.
Did you see someone run past just now? Yes. I'm going to track down that thief and murder him.
And you know, I sort of accept the fact because I'm running a lot of mods. Oh shit, I've got to be careful as well because I'm not. I'm so used to running around just testing. You know, what I mean by that is I cheat and I have a hell of a lot of life. I add a bat file to and I cheat and I up my stats in terms of health, life, advancements of skills, just so I can run around without having to worry about dying, so I can test my work. But I thought I'd play this new game start, you know, verbatim or as properly as possible. I've given myself some cheats, obviously, and some potions, but I want to try to do it, you know, as legit as possible. See, you know, you can see how TPOSC runs in relation to maybe how you'd want to and how you'd want to play your game in terms with it, you know. So and what you're going to come across as well, because it is a challenging place, especially early on. But like I say, I mean, if you want to cheat, you can, if that's your sort of thing. I mean, I wouldn't in my normal gameplay, but like I say, it's all about testing. And again, I would have my E and B set up darker than this, but obviously, you know, for my interiors would be darker. But as, like I say, I'm streaming, you know, I want some light on the subject. So it's just a collector's home, a basic collector's home. All my homes are pretty basic in terms of you can craft, sleep, stuff like that. Now, we're going to pick this up because we're going to need it. And now I'm not going to be not going to be dying so frequently now. What am I doing now? Where do I want to go? Let me think. We're off to the Rift. And there are, of course, other exits in Dover Halls. Let's go to Windhelm, and then we'll take the cart to Riften. Dawnguard Outpost and a player home there, if you don't know, if you're interested. I'm using really blended roads, and like I say, Skyrim 2020 and Fluffy Snow as well, and I've blended that because Fluffy Snow just works so well, and the Fluffy Snow patch works really well with blended roads. It looks really nice. And again, we've got Lux Via here, if you don't know. That Lux Via is a mod that adds light sources to the world and bridges. Skyrim border holders over there. You can see that. Okay. We'll come back this way later on, I'm sure.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
It's not raining today, that's nice. And we're going to Riften
Climb and back.
because there's
We'll be off.
3 essential checks I want to do.
I can't wait here forever.
The first check is to feel how the game responds. The second check is to see if we get a freeze or anything out of order or a CDT. And the third check is a landscape check. Through all the streams we haven't had any CDTs. We only had one freeze on the game at the end of one of the last streams. What time of day is it? Alright, I'm going to go through to the morning. No. I want light. Just let the night progress through. No, don't rain. Ah, good. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, let's save. Oh, be aware. Don't want to end up dead. Now, what's going on? It's going to be wolves, I expect. Shouldn't be too challenging. Oh, what's going on here? Ooh. There's some bandits or something here, I think. Should be interesting. I've got to be careful. Is it bandits? It is a bandit. Oh, here we go. Right. There's one. Stick my headphone in so I can hear what's going on. Okay, there's one coming this way. And there's one more by the looks of it. Where's he to? We're getting the sun slowly breaking through the woods and rising. I like that. Where's he to? Is he hiding? Is he one that hides? Where is he? Oh, there. That's a shame. I was hoping I'd hit him. That's nowhere near him, enough elevation, is it? Here he comes. He's picked up on me, I think. So here we go. Nice. Okay. So actually, coming this way is good because obviously I wanted to check the landscape. There are some crossovers of landscape here on the seams with Matthew's 2020, so I've resolved that. What's that there? Is that? Oh, wow. So the interior, I either raise up the land, I haven't noticed that before, so that's either something, I think that might be some, I know what that is. That's the waterways I've added in the city. They're coming through the wall, so I will raise the landscape up there to cover that up. Never checked on the outside wall, so that's good. I was checking the landscape here and I didn't see that. Okay, so that's something I've just picked up on. That's good, but that's nothing major. Again, a small thing. So that'll be edited for with the next playthrough, and it's not an edit that's going to hurt. You can get away with landscape editing in a playthrough. Just go to interior cells, save, make the changes, come back out after 48 hours of in-game time. Shouldn't be any issue. Now there's a wolf here somewhere, I expect, but I'm not going to worry about that. At the moment, I'm not experiencing any negative stress on the machine or pulls, so that's good. And like I say, it is a heavy area in terms of all the trees, the rain, the EMB, you know, all the particles I'm running and other patches and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the city. Oh, I haven't got a coin, have I? Bloody no coin. I'll tell you what. Oh, I can't remember the cut. Oh, don't. Is it? Let me just think. Let's see if I remember this. Player dot add item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, I've got some coin. I'm sick of not having any coin. Okay, so that's another little cheat. Okay, so back in I go.
Hold there. Before I let you into Rift, for the privilege of entering the city, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. Let me open the gate.
And then we're going to come out the other side of Riften because I wanted to get to the south side or the other side of the river.
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I'll find someone who will.
FOSC are there playing out.
Be careful, you. The Thieves Guild is making.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you followed me, you said you came back on time.
And the TPOSC edits to the city.
Working at the Riften Fishery is...
And there was one rogue dragon I noticed flying high above the mountains.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild.
And when I say high above the mountains, I mean over in the horizon there. So he's been disabled. And that was one of mine that wasn't linked to an X marker, which should have been. Okay, so now this side of Riften, this is where we had issues, and this is where we're checking out now, okay? So, time of day. I want to get through to when there's no rain. I want to be having a clear view of the landscape and the feeling of the game. So I'm hoping, even if I have to go through another 12 hours to the morning, which I probably will, or a bright night, either way. Come on. Right. Okay. I just want to be able to see everything that's going on, folks. So. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is I'm going to go in third person mode to begin with. I have removed some light sources from Lux on the roads. Lux Via, sorry, beg your pardon. And we're going to be heading towards the Woodlands Grace cabin, a cabin I've added. We're going to run past the sawmill first. Oh, and I want to go back to, I have got that on, that's good. If we take it off, it's much brighter, as you can see. But I'm going to stay with the that Skyrim Clear INI for the weather needs to be edited. Must do that later today. It's edits I want to make to that. So I'm going to stay in first person mode, if you like, for now, and I want to see how it performs like that. Do a bit of running fast. Nice. Nice shot. Nice screenshot that of me. It's a bit slow on the uptake there. Okay, I'm just going to see how long I've been playing for. Okay, getting on past an hour now, or nearly an hour. So, what time is it? Okay, another 10 minutes, and I'm probably going to, after this check, then I'll call it a day for the stream. Okay, that's alright. There's the cabin. I'm going to Can't believe I missed him. Too low, that one. No, that one wasn't too low. Got he moved. Get in, come on. Ah! It's about 6 or 10th. Ah, oh! Okay, so I can now, let's just, well, in a sec I'm going to level up. I'm just going to save. So far then, there's no sign of that heavy pull that I had in the last stream. We've still got some testing to do though. We need to go to the Orc outpost and come back. Alright, I want to feel... this area out a bit more. Again, some work to do. What I am going to do while I'm traversing this area, I'm going to take the multiple weathers off because I want to be able to see everything and have a good feel of the area. And you need to see it as well. So like I said, I'm still working on part of that preset on the weathers, the multiple weather section, so we've got edits to do there. Third person? I think it's third person mode, isn't it? Something like that. The collisions on the grass are working well. That's nice to see. Okay. And again, I edited in the patch, the anchoring patch. It's at the bottom of this load order. Is that floating a bit? That might need doing. Lowering down because I edited all that. There was all grass around here, and I changed the textures on the ground so you know the fire was free of having grass all around it. But that's exposed this elevated log pile, so that needs to be sorted in the patch. But minor thing, nothing major. Okay, and again, let's just, let's see how this feels. And again, we're going to pretty much retrace our footprints and tracks of what we did in the last playthrough. So, but it feels very different from the other day, so that's good. Touch wood, hopefully it's all right now. It was a one-off event anyway, so. It didn't happen at all after, after the stream, so it could have been just the stress of, the area, the streaming. I'm running a hell of a lot. Anyway, so let me think. So yeah, so all the few things, or say all the few things, it's a bit of a contradiction that, but all the things we picked up on in the last week of streaming have been sorted, so that's good. And now again, if we, the few, I mean, we've done most of the areas in terms of the wilds. What I need to do now, that's nice to see. That's a vanilla spawn, but the vigilant guy, that's nothing to do with TPOS. He's using what's in the area. That's a nice touch. Okay, so I'm going to go back along the road because what I need to be doing now really is running the rest of the roads and seeing what other conflicts there might be with the people of Skyrim Complete and Lux Via or Lux Orbis. I do have to check the mill out again in a bit, so we'll go to we're going to be heading towards Iverstead. Oh no, we're not. Sorry, not Iverstead. Sorry, we're going to be going past those towers again, aren't we? Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong place. Never mind. You'll see in a bit. See in the next stream. So yeah, the performance now and the feeling of the area is a lot better. There doesn't seem to be any stress on the game at all. So that's good. I did reduce my settings to high and not ultra, just simply because, you know, again, I'm streaming, so you know, something has to give, and that's what's given, because the GPU is running the stream as well, you know, independently of the CPU. So but that feels a lot better, folks, a lot better. We'll just go back into the city and we'll check out some of We'll just go back into the city and check out some JK's interiors out as well. Make sure that, you know, nothing happens with those. TPOSC edits the city, and I've got some JK interiors like the Jarl's house and Mara's temple. So we'll go in here again. Oh, and I'll just say, when we were running around the back end and we saw some elevated brown earthworks, it's from here. That's what we're seeing on the other side of that wall. So, this is that's CC content. I forgot about that. But I love his lockpicks. That's useful, and his gold. Not that I really need it now. So yeah, we'll just check out the Mara temple. I'll just see if there's any questions. Okay. Quiet day. Okay.
Need something?
Okay, so that's good then. So far, we've only checked out some of the edits, but the most important ones we've checked out. Some of the littler ones to do with lighting, I'll check as we go along. I don't particularly want him yapping in my ear, so I'll avoid him. Let me think now. Keep saying, let's have a drink. What's left?
Helgen.
We're going to go to Whiterun.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Okay, time of day. I'm just going to go through to the morning. Again, so we got good light. That's moody. Look at that, I like that. Saving that. Now at the moment with this EMB preset, now what, let me just see which one's that one I've edited. Oh, it's disabled. That's not what I think it's saying. Alright, leave that off for a minute. Yeah. Like that. All you need really is some little splashes in those puddles now. Lovely. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to stay in this light. Okay, so where am I going? We're going to run past the what time is it? Just got to think of the time. Okay. Let's just have an automatic run. I'm going to stretch while she's running along there. Okay. Right. Now I've got to be careful because I'm going to hit some high-powered bandits like we saw at the beginning of the stream. But they only spawn once, they don't respawn, so once I kill them, that'll be it. Now I've got a bit more armor protection at the moment. My armor cheat from Dover Horse, I got my high-powered bow and my high-powered sword.
What is it?
And again, I don't feel any distress, you know, as we're moving through this area, so that's good. In fact, I haven't done all my testing, so it's pretty good. That's White Run Traders, and you can buy goods there. You can explore that at your leisure. That's all TPOSC as well. Very moody atmosphere. Love the clouds here. Look, nice. Okay, so along this road is a bunch of high-powered pathing bandits from the towers further down. That's the whole, and the pathing to the bandit camp up there. That's the whole point. It's just that light there. Look as well. That is lovely. Oof. I want to be coming back in taking some pictures here later, some screenshots. Be ready for anything now. Three walls there. Hopefully they're not going to focus on me. Let's just see if I can rush by here, focus on these bandits and get prepared for these bandits. They're going to be somewhere. And I really don't want them catching me out. The deer isn't scarpering, so they're nowhere near. Probably nearer the tower, or hopefully they pathed up to the other bandit camp and I've missed them on this occasion. Now, those deers look very relaxed, don't they? So they may not be around. Like the collisions on the grass there, that's nice. You can see that the skeletons hung up there from Lux Via. I think that's Lux Via. I think we look good. I think we've missed them. They may have pathed up to that bandit camp. So let's see. You're going to get attacked here, whether you pay the 500 or not. Oh God, is that them? No, she's going after the... Oh, she went after the deer that I pushed towards them. Let's just wait for her to come back, because I'm going to show you something. She'll come back at some stage and ask about the toll. Where is she? Where's she gone? What is she doing? No, that's my default kicking in, is it? Oh, she's still chasing those deer. What a wally. Right, the point is I'm making here, right? Normally, if she ain't gone chasing the deer, she asks you to pay the toll. Whether you pay the toll or not, she won't attack you initially, but the added bandits that I've put here will. So, how you choose to deal with that is up to you, and it does change up the default vanilla just by the grace of I don't put the same settings or conditions on those other bandits. Okay, that's lovely. I mean, I know it's raining, but I just really like the feel of the day. Very nice, very nice. And what I'm going to check now is the mill that's down here that I place. I'm just going to go and check the mill, and so now they're all activated. Okay, because the other bandits, have they seen me or are they they're still shooting at those deers, I think. Silly sods. But if you go to I can't remember the name of the bandit camp on the tundra that's on the tower side of Whiterun. But anyway, I had extra bandits in there, but they're triggered base. So you have the vanilla bandits, okay? And only when you get into the camp do you hit the trigger that releases about 4 or 5 high power bandits. And you'll find I'll do that a lot over Skyrim. at different stages. But there, they don't have no triggers. They're just part of the crew. And it doesn't matter if you pay that toll. You can pay that toll, but you'll still get attacked. And my argument is, well, what are you doing giving gold to bandits? And there's no honour among thieves. So I just like to, you know, throw things up there. Some people like that, some people don't. But that's what I like, you know. Like I say, the bandits that I've stuck there don't share the same conditions as the bandit that's asking you for money. It's as simple as that. I mean, again, and I like this. There's, you know, it's like you've got a mixed weather here. You sort of expect that with a Nordic mountainous region. You know, you've got your mist, you've got your rain, but there's a bit of light as well. And I just love the feeling I've got here. You know, it's my thing. I really like it. Here's a sawmill and an added fast travel cart you can use. If you don't know TPOSC, we can go across this river here. Now I'm looking for a pool here. There was a fireplace, yeah, a giant fireplace here, an extra light source, and there's a bit of pool around here. So I've removed some of the Lux Via, Lux Orbis or Lux Via extra lighting sources, okay? And again, you know, there's plenty of locations with the people of Skyrim Complete. If you're not aware of it, there are tons of new locations and things for you to explore. And one of the reasons I leave them highlighted, people have asked for a no map marker, and I might do that down the line, is if you're looking to add other mods, you can have some idea, in some cases, without having to go in the game to see where areas where I might have added stuff. But not everything is highlighted, okay? Some stuff you still got to find. As I say, you know, you should really get to know the mod before you try to start adding loads of other stuff to the TPOSC. And I've been going for a while, folks, so I'm going to finish up in a bit. I'm getting a bit hoarse here. And my throat. So I'll let you figure out what all this is if you've never used TPOSC before. You can explore it all at your leisure. There's a diary on one of the NPCs up there that will give you more background information. So I'm just going to finish my final checks here already. Oh, and I've reduced, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I have reduced some of the dragon spawns as well. And no dragon spawns will respawn anymore either. It's part of the change-ups. So even though we will have a period of intensity, it won't last forever when you're running through the main quest. So I just want to check this bridge now, heading up this way of Lux Via. Make sure there's no anomalies or sign of distress on the game up here. Yep. Come on. This has all been nav mesh, so you should walk across here without issue. In the patch, and for some reason he's being temperamental. I might need to revisit this area. Let's just wait and see. Again, what frames are we running at? I'm just aware of, again, of okay. Okay. Definitely better than what was here before, what we saw before. Again, I don't feel the stress. To take the earpiece out, too much noise. I don't feel the pull or the stress that was here last time. The goats are running the right direction. They're doing what they should be doing. I might just have another look in the patch here. So yeah, a lot better. Feels a lot better. Okay. I think this would be a wise place to stop. Nice. Very, very nice. I mean, again, I'm going to say it again, folks. You know, I've checked out some of these newer titles. I was interested to look at the qualities of texture, and I mean up close as well. You know, I was watching some streams, you know, and up close, Skyrim's still a better game than some of the most modern games going. You know, simple as that. That's interesting. I mean, as long as he's pathing cleanly and he's not bouncing into anything, the fact that he isn't actually using the road directly is not a big thing. The main thing is he paths correctly. Let's just see what he does. I want to see what this guy does, folks, a minute. Before I stop, I want to see how he's going to take this terrain. No, okay, alright. What's that he's bumping into? Oh, well, I can't blame him. You know, it's just Matthew's trees. He changes the models, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm talking to myself really there, I think, about different things, technical things. Okay, so yeah, it's a good place to leave it, I think. I think that's where I am going to leave it. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow. You know, do further testing. I'm going to go back and do some other little checks and touch-ups maybe as time goes on. But as in what we saw last week and what needs to be sorted, it's been sorted pretty much, I think. I'm going to start the main quest in earnest tomorrow, so we get some dragon spawns so I can test those. We're going to do some other testing of Worm's Tooth and other mods as well this week. We're going to run the roads of Skyrim as well, so I can check Lux Via and finish those checks. So a lot more to come. Okay, anyway, I'll leave it there, folks. Whether you're watching this later or you've joined me today, I thank you. And I'm Nesbit, you all the people of Skyrim. Good gaming.